Hey everybody, welcome back to another DesignSpark Electrical overview and tutorial video. This video is going to help us understand what origin destination arrows are and some of the capabilities you have when utilizing these origin destination arrows. So the origin destination arrows command can be found under the schematic tab under origin destination arrows. If we notice, before I even select that, I've already added a connector as well as a few different wire types, wire styles to our main schematic that we've been working with. And I've also added and started working with a second sheet, and I've added the same type of connector with three identical wire styles on the other end. Now, in order to add origin destination arrows, it's pretty straightforward. We're going to go ahead and open up our origin destination arrow manager. Now, when it's defaulted, it sets up horizontal. I would recommend setting it up to vertical so you have a little bit bigger picture to see all the sheets you want. A quick rundown of the menu options in here is you can insert a single insertion, multiple insertion, delete, and we can select different sheets of drawing one. We can move both sheets if we need to. Drawing two, we can change the origin destination arrow. So maybe one customer decides they want an actual arrow. I know a lot of automotive industry, they use an octagon or a hexagon for their end termination on an arrow. So it's up to you. These are symbols, which we'll get into in just a few minutes. So you can always go ahead and create a new origin destination arrow as a symbol. It has its own type of symbol. It's not just a standard multi-wire symbol. But in order to add them, once you've selected the symbol, which it defaults to one of the arrows, these are all the defaults that are in the system already, you can go ahead and single insertion. And I'm going to go ahead and select this. Even though it's black, it's the white wire that we created in the previous video, one of the previous videos. And I'm going to go ahead and try to connect it to my opposing page. Now, if you notice, when I scroll down to the blue or the red wire, it does not let me connect to those wires, and that is because these are different wire styles. It knows and recognizes the different properties for these wire types. So it's a nice little built-in design rule check for us. If we're trying to race and get a schematic done, it will not let us connect different wire types. So I'm going to go ahead and simply select that. And again, I will do the same thing for our red and blue wires. Great. So now that those are done, we can now come in if we want. We can delete them. We can edit them if we need to. I'm going to go ahead and close this manager out. And now we're back at our schematic. And if you notice on our sheets, the numbering scheme is matching what our sheet is. So it's telling me that it's going to sheet 4 and then again sheet 4 because the numbering scheme for that row is telling me sheet 4, row 3, and so on. So we can kind of easily identify. The other nice thing with this is that these, if we double click them, they will take us to the opposing page of where these are connected. So if we are working on a very large schematic on one page, a very complex schematic, we can simply double click rather than having to try to zoom out and find the row and scan over if we need to. So inside of those symbols, we see that it is, again, just a basic symbol. I already have, now I have two of them open here. They are DWGs. The major difference in this type of symbol is that the symbol type is an origin destination arrow. So you can't use this as a standard symbol. It is specifically designed to be an origin destination arrow. Origin destination symbol. You do have the ability to include attributes. As you notice here, the list for this is a lot smaller than what you could for a regular symbol, but maybe you want to identify specific information about the connection for this. So you have the ability to include a little bit more information to go along with the the destination information. So what we saw before was sheet 4 and then row 3. You can add more attributes to this as needed. Remember to save your DWGs as a side note. But that's pretty much the straightforwardness of origin destination arrows. There's not much more to them. Again, they are symbols. They are specific symbols. You can only connect origin destination arrows to the same wire style as needed. And they are hyperlinked when you double click them from sheet to sheet. They are also hyperlinked in an exported document as well. So I know that was very quick. I hope this helps. We're going to cover a lot more topics in the next few videos here. So thanks again. See you next time.